are back again, and we are here to talk about what the hell is going on with Bitcoin. Now, the last time we talked, we were somewhere around, we hit 73K or so. Go right there, we hit 73,600, 73,700 or so, and we were coming down, we were accumulating in this zone, somewhere around here. There have been a few updates. Now, here's the first thing you need to understand. There's two major things I want to talk about today. First thing is, Bitcoin is king, period. It's the gold standard. It's what everything is based on. Now, you need to understand that to understand when, to have a good understanding of when your favorite WIF, your favorite, Miro, Bonk, Solana, when all of those are ready to move, it's all based on when this guy is ready to move. Okay, that's the main reason why I even make videos on Bitcoin, is because of that correlation. Without Bitcoin, without money coming, without US dollars coming into Bitcoin, the market's not moving. And especially where we have been since we've even last talked. The Bitcoin ETF happened. That was the last time we really talked. There's been a lot of accumulation. Let's simplify this real quick. We have to have this talk. We've had some accumulation in this zone here. We want accumulation above. We want accumulation around all-time highs. Right, we get accumulation, and then according to my plan, we took the fractal from the very bottom of the market, very bottom of zone 2 here, where we have this pop off from there, and I took it from there to here. All right, because as you can see in the pink with the pink arrow, this is pretty much similar to what is happening right now, and I'm going to go over that information in a little bit. Second thing is, you have to start saving your money. 2, you have to start investing. Since we're crypto heads, you have to start buying spot Bitcoin, Ethereum, and holding it. Even Solana just announced that VanEck fund manager just announced, or they just put in an application for Solana ETF. Hey, go hold some Solana long term. Okay, you need to, if you're a DJ and gambler, or if you're here on, just here for futures trading, ultimately you need to make sure that you are financially and fiscally sound. That's the first thing I teach when people come to me asking for my help in how to trade. That's the first thing I have them do. It doesn't take just, I'm ready to learn how to trade, and I'm ready to take that deep dive in without having sound financial and fiscal abilities. Okay, it takes time. It takes 30 days to make a habit. It takes even longer to make it who you are and who you're going to become. Okay, so those are the two major things I want to iterate over the next few weeks when I make these videos. If you're not there yet, go find a financial planner. Go get your money right. Go start. First best thing you can do before you even start doing that is go get a second job. Go make some extra money on the side. Go do Uber Eats. Go do whatever you have to make money on the side. And then, because having extra money coming in, it makes your financial planning a lot easier. You can start covering up your debt. You can start getting rid of your debt, and you start building your savings. It's the two most important things. So now, back to what we were talking about. You have to take in what I'm saying about Bitcoin in order to even get bullish on Bonk. And we'll get to Bonk in a second. To get bullish on WIF, to get bullish on Miro, Brett, Pepe. We were talking about Pepe in my group for a while. We talked about it right here, right there, right exactly there. A lot of people missed it because they weren't in the group. It's really simple. We were looking for long accumulation breakout. We got the test and we just broke through, and I estimated it would go somewhere right around here, and look where we're at now. All right, Pepe is going to be a leader in the meme coin market. You have to pay attention to Bitcoin. Okay, so let's get into the business. So I'm going to keep this really simple. Then I'm going to get on to the next few tokens that everybody's really here for. All right, so the blue line, I'll explain the blue lines. The blue lines are meant to be the starts of the 2-year cycles. This is a full 4-year cycle from November 2020 until November 2024. Now the idea is, so we got a cycle low somewhere after November 2022. This was a signal for a lot of cycle traders. I'm learning how to read the cycles. I'm going to just stick with the major cycles for now to keep it really simple for the videos. And if you saw any of my last videos, I assume this falling wedge was going to break out, and we are going to start the bull run, especially after right here we hit a 78-79% downtrend when a lot of people were calling for 10k 12k. Okay, so the cyclists were saying, oh, we're gonna start moving up from here, and we won't see an end until from 2 years from now. Okay, so that's where I ended this little fractal here. I took this fractal from the beginning of the second wave into the third wave. That's being very hopeful that we get there, okay, in this exact way. But that's where I got that from. Now we're finishing up, it looks like we're finishing up the third wave. So we finished up the third wave, and now we're going into finishing up the fourth wave, and it looks like we could potentially have finished up the fourth wave a few days ago according to the 60-day cycles. Okay, so that's an assumption we're making now. Technically we'd want to get in here closer and actually hit this trend line, but hey, maybe we go sideways as the fractal suggests over here. We potentially go sideways before we have another touch higher, maybe 61k, and then we tear off for the next where we at next 5 months, right? That's ideally where we want to go. Now there's a possibility that the world starts tightening up on their liquidity, and we could see something happening like this over the course of the next few months going into August, possibly September, before we see a big market correction. All right, but for right now, this is what we are seeing this is my estimation on Bitcoin, and we're going to continue to watch how this plays out. Now, if you've been in the group, if you've been in the Black Lion Kings group, then you know we've been talking about the potential of potentially touching back down here around 56,300 or so for a little double tap, and we get somewhere tap somewhere on the line. We've been talking about 58k to tap this line before we start moving back up. We did get a 58 touch here. It's a higher low from this level here, and ultimately we want to start seeing an uptrend. Okay, so we're not going to talk too much more about that, but Bitcoin is in a bull fractal. There's another little part I want to show you here from where we are at in this pink arrow in September. Yeah, start pretty much August 2023 is what we've been talking about after the downtrend has been broken. So this is somewhere in September. We got some accumulation here. The assumption is we're going to have a much smaller accumulation and a faster run up compared to this what seems to be September to the top of this wave. Seemed to be a 7-month accumulation and breakout all the way up to the 73,600 mark. Okay, so the other main point I want to make, or the other sub point I want to make here, is that we're waiting for this green dot to come in on the market cipher momentum wave. Okay, and that happens when the yellow VWAP volume weighted average number crosses above the 0 level. Okay, so we're going to just keep it simple with that. We're not going to go into too much technical analysis. We save much of the deeper technical analysis in the group. Come into the members only group. It only costs $20 a month, and you're going to get you're going to get mine and Crypto Lion's premier entries into where we assume that the market is going to give you at least a starting zone. If you're confused or you don't understand, you don't like how the market is going, you don't like how the charts are going, we're here to give you ideas of where we're going to go. Okay, so we're waiting on basically a momentum wave fractal. The blue wave is the momentum waves, momentum wave fractal. We're waiting for something similar to happen from here. We got the move up all the way into the 90s on the R. If you want to talk about RSI, the RSI level is like 93 or something here. Right now we're at negative 39, 36, 37, 38, 39, somewhere around there. We're waiting for a green fractal to come in, a green crossover level here, which has happened. I can bring up why is there no 2-day? That's weird. Bring up the 1 day. The 1 day it's happened. It's already happened a few times, and it's slowly coming up. Okay, and in the same level we had, this is important to listen to, in the same level we had a very sharp move back up in the momentum wave before we had a higher low happen in the momentum wave, and then a continuation up, higher low again as we came down back into the zero level, and another higher high, another touch down low, and then we finally broke out. As you can see what happened from this level here. So we look at that happened over the course of almost 3 to 4 weeks. But again, I think this zone here is going to happen in a much tighter area, but I guess we'll see. But that's what we're looking for on the momentum wave. We're looking for a very similar move up. As you can see, we've crossed over a few days ago. The yellow VWAP crossed over, which is where we got the green. And now equally we're expecting a move somewhere back up to under the zero level, or at the zero level, a pull back. So we'll get a move up, pull back, and then we'll have a nice move up from negative 30 all the way up to possibly negative 50. Nice little run up from there. And again, let me make this clear. We're not going down. I'm saying that with a lot of confidence, because what has to happen according to Elliott wave theory is we have to have a fifth wave. Whether that fifth wave ends here, or whether it ends here, we have a copy of we have a fractal of wave 2 to 3, or whether we have a copy of basically the end of wave 5 from here to here, end of wave 5 to beginning of the new wave 1, whether we have that $16,000 move up, or whether we have where we come from 28K, whether we have a 50K move up. If we get a 50K move up from here, we're talking about somewhere in the $110,000, $150,000, $120,000 area, and the rest of the market goes up with it. So we'll leave that where it is. Let's just go to BINGX since we're here, since I already drew it out. Again, we're using the star to tell you where we're at. We're somewhere around here, or I use a star for this one. We use an arrow on the last one to tell you we're somewhere around here. We broke out from the green resistance level. As you can see, these fractals seem to be playing out not exactly the same. What I like to tell the people in my group in the members group is, when you have fractals, they don't always look exactly the same, but they do play out pretty similarly. Yeah, this falling wedge isn't exactly the same, doesn't have the exact same volume, but it is showing you the blueprint for what can happen in the future, and that's why we're able to take fractal from here to here, right, and then implant it from here to here and get an estimate of where we are going in the future. Yeah, it could end up looking a little different. We could have a little sharper return back to this yellow support line. This is an imaginary line based off of the angle from here, but we can get a little sharper move down and then accumulate in there before breaking out, or we can just break out a lot sooner than where we have it written out here. Okay, so similarly, we're right here. Okay, that's where the fractal starts, and potentially we move up to what I have labeled here as this the 61.8% Fibonacci level, somewhere between 0.00034 and 35, and obviously we like the golden zone to be 65% as well. Could be a little bit higher. We could go up to the 78% mark before we come back down somewhere up here, right? If you pay attention in the members group, then you'll know these are the levels that we like to look for to draw out where an idea can go potentially in price. Okay, and then once we finally get a breakout accumulation, then breakout from here, then we're looking to retest the top of this level here. And if everything goes as planned with Bitcoin, we have a 15-20k move up, or even 20 to 50k move up. The rest of the market is going to blast off with it. No crap. That's just how it works. Let me see if I can bring up Bonk again. Okay, so that's just how it works. Let's go to WIF. WIF is a little different. I believe WIF made such a big move up, was such a big deal for a while. People are forgetting about it, but looky here, we hit the target zone as we were showing in the, as we showed in the, where are we at? 16 minutes. All right, let's try to wrap this up. As we showed in the members group, we had this target zone marked out since the breakdown up here of this triangle. Okay, actually we'll keep that for now. It could be a potential zone that we come back to before rejection, so we'll keep that right there, and we could actually mark that out if we wanted to. We also got the green dot, the momentum wave dot on the 3-day. That is a great sign. All the other indicators, RSI, blue RSI is curling up. Money flow is starting to turn green again. We got a nice bounce from there. Okay, so ideally, a little education, we make the bottom where we bounce from our target zone, reverse it, we make the top of where we came from. It's gonna be, we can start for a local target. We're gonna go the high of that level, and now we're looking for the 618. Okay, which happens to correspond with this uptrending trend line, right? We're looking at somewhere around $3.07, and we're currently at current $3.14. Okay, so and then if we take it to the top, the 618 happens to be $3.50. We'll see how much volume we get in on WIF. If we can continue this move up, I made an alert at those levels as well. That's all we're looking for there. Very, very promising sign. WIF might be leading the market. It already got its green momentum wave dot, which is what we're looking for on Bitcoin. FTT, little teaser. I'm accumulating down here and waiting for something like this to happen. All right, very nice and simple. Ultimately, FTX, they're trying to make things right, giving people extra money back, or trying to make everybody whole again, completely whole. And so if they do that, hey, like I said in my last video, we're talking about these coins. We're looking at somewhere between $21, $26 going back to their injecting only $8 billion back into their market cap, and that's all it'll take. Okay, so we're also going to take a look at my favorite Myro, and this is an update that the members just received about an hour ago. Okay, they get everything first, $20 a month to change your life, potentially to make trading easier. All right, so we're basically running the same fractal. I'll show you how to do it. You click on the bars pattern. Okay, we're gonna say, okay, we're gonna run this entire thing all the way back. Okay, now you grab this, put it all the way over here, and I'll show you what it's looking like. Let's get that out of there. It was hiding. Okay, this is potentially what is. It doesn't like that, does it? I don't like it either. Okay, this is gonna be awkward. All right, anyways, So then you get something very similar to this, but actually let's stretch it out. All right, yeah, it's gonna be awkward. Anyways, you get the idea. So what we have going on from here to here is happening from here to here, very similarly. Ultimately, let's make this simple. Ultimately with Myro, yeah, we got a big move up from here to here. Let's take this over here. Here's my little secret on how I estimate where a coin is going to. Take that to the top. Okay, boom. We're gonna add, let's take a wild guess. Let's say, no, too much. 2, no, 1.786. We'll say 1.786. Now we implant that right over here at the same level, and very close. Getting very close. It'd be a very close move, very similar. Actually, sorry. Let's put the 1 back to the top. This is where the ultimate top was. Okay, let's put that there. Now we're gonna have to zoom out. All right. Ultimately, we're talking about going to 70 cents on Myro if we follow this plan, if all the volume and liquidity comes back into, well, it's already back in the market according to some graphs, if it gets redistributed into crypto properly, which I think it will, which I believe it will. Okay, so that's how we estimate that. Where it's going is, obviously you can see with the pink stars, that's where we're starting, and that's where the fractal was pulled from, the start of the pink star to the top of the move there. Pepe, we'll run into that real quick. We're just dealing with another fractal, so we hit the top, we hit the bottom of this target zone here with this wick here, and then we started moving up and accumulating in that zone. We bounced off of, this is on the 1-day chart, we bounced off of the old trend line what served as resistance at one point. Now it's becoming support, and we have something very similar happening here. As you can see, you can learn how I am doing. I mean, it's very simple how I'm learning, how I'm doing my fractals. Okay, this is just a eyeball test of where we're at with the fractals. Obviously, I made the lines. Again, you're not going to get the exact same line. This is considered a zigzag. This is considered a flat. The next move up and accumulation level, ultimately you're going to get something like this. You're going to get another zigzag, however it ends up looking, right? Okay, ultimately our first level we want to look for is 0.00148 on Pepe, and ultimately we want some continuation according to this fractal. Start at the top, we implant the fractal right there. If everything were to run evenly, we're talking about going to the one. We happen to have the 1618 sitting there ready for us to use. Okay, actually we're gonna bring that down, and it seems to be 1618 seems to be a very nice target for where we can go with Pepe. That's just an initial target. We'll come back to something like that later. Total 2 is going to look like a lot like Ethereum. Ethereum and Total 2 seem to be very identical, because Ethereum has most of this market cap. This market cap excludes Bitcoin, and we're at $1 trillion market cap. Ethereum's probably at 500 of it, 400 of it. Okay, so we're looking for a bounce to this trend line, and then we're looking for more accumulation above in this. I mean, I can make it, if everything stays very technical, we're looking to stay within this level. One little peak down here, possibly, before we take off to the races. This is what we call a prototypical bull flag. Okay, and again, like we said, pretty much the same. What were we at? Yeah, it's the daily. Ethereum's going to lead the market with altcoins. Where Ethereum goes, the rest of the altcoins go. Very different angle, but not very different, slightly different angle, but we're almost there. Ethereum's actually has a little higher move from right there, right? Okay, we had that move there. and we have very similar action going on here with a bull flag forming. Okay, after we hit this little target box multiple times. Okay, so we got that move off. We're coming back into this area here, almost hit the trend line, much like Bitcoin, and we should be trying to test 3,800. Ultimately, if everything goes as planned. We're gonna wrap that up there. We do have a few more. If you come into, we do have a few more coins that we talk about that I chart out in the members group. Check the link below to join as a member. We talk about drift, we talk about file with Brett, Myro, Link, many more new altcoins that are coming out, meme coins that are coming out as well. Again, where Bitcoin goes, the entire market goes. You got to pay attention to Bitcoin. All right, you got to root for Bitcoin. We're all in this together. All right, so if you have any questions, if you want any coins charted, I can do a quick chart, make a quick video, maybe post it up in open chat, possibly even members group. If you are a member, you can ask for a chart of a coin at any time. All right, so thanks for following and have a good week.